Well, every car has its pros and cons when it gets cold. You notice things are different, they sound different, they work either better or worse. And this one seems to be doing okay so far. It's got a little bit of a squeak, some belt up there, or fans. Not a fan pulley though, it's an electric fan, so I don't know, minor squeak, nothing bad coming from up there. Transmission's a little harder to select gears in, and I've done everything I can with that. It's got fresh fluid, so it's in that, but it isn't bad. It's 28 degrees right now. It was about 23, 24 overnight. We've got probably about an inch of snow. I had to go down the basement and get a snow brush to put in this car, but tires are back there. I got all 4 of the snows back there, so we're gonna take those over in just a few hours. It's 11:49 now. So I got up at 9 this morning. I had that guy call about the wrought iron patio chair, so then he came over 10 minutes later. He bought that, so that's gone. Then what I went back up and went back to bed. I was exhausted. I didn't get to bed before 5 or something like that. So slept a little bit, came back downstairs, had some food. Now I'm headed to Sears to pick up some of the tools that I got yesterday. To save some shipping money, I just elected for the in-store pickup, so I'm going to go down there and do that. That should give me enough time to then come back up here and go and have the tires put on and go burn some time in Walmart while I do that and give it an alignment. One nice thing, this car, I had Bobby, when he was coating it, leave on the winter warning whatever system code option, so when it's below freezing, like right now, 30 or 28 degrees, and you start it, it automatically kicks on the back window heater, which I need. If you can see back there, it was quite frosty, so that works. I wish it would kick the heated seat on, that would be cool. And then it flashes and beeps to let me know real quick that it's below freezing and ice is possible. So it's noticeably warmer down here and there's no snow. In fact, today would be a good day to blow grass or blow leaves or cut grass. So total microclimates here. None of the roads are salted here. There's no snow. The cars are dry. Meanwhile, mine's encrusted in ice. You drive 10 minutes and it totally changes. So I'm almost at Sears. Here's one problem I've noticed with the 3 Series over the past couple of days. Well, weeks, months, I don't know. When I'm, say, in neutral or in gear, although I notice it more in gear, coasting up to a red light or something like that, I go over a bunch of bumps. I feel the car, it's like the throttle opens wide up for a quarter of a second, a very small amount of time. If it were the M5, the SC would be chirping, and I would be flying back in the seat. This, you feel it, but the really what makes me sure of the throttle opening is I see the instantaneous fuel consumption gauge. That was a horrible first gear hookup there. I see it go from, you know, the line after 50 indicating that it's cruising or something, and then it goes all the way down like it's going to go to 12, but it doesn't get there because the needle doesn't move fast enough. So what about going over big bumps makes the throttle temporarily go wide open? This isn't a Toyota, it shouldn't do that. It's asking me for oil too, so I should really do that when it's this cold. It should be fully topped. So I'm here, this is like the shittiest looking Sears ever. This whole mall, Chapel Hill Mall down here, and wherever I even am, it's not really Akron, but I guess that's what it would service to, is very, very dated and kind of ghetto in today's style. Back in Hudson now, it's dropped 5 degrees. That car had a good 6 inches of snow on it. It's snowing and there's salt trucks out in full force, so a 10-minute drive really makes a difference.
And pearl won't dish the dirt.
Yeah, I can't even see my wing mirror over there. It's still there, but man, this car is full right now. It's nice having a car you're not totally worried about the trim and the dash. I have a towel covering most of it from the dash, but we'll clean that up in the spring. Perfect timing. It's 12:55 and the place I'm going is right on the other side of Walmart here, so yeah, I hope it doesn't take too long. It's cold, I don't have a way to get home, and really Walmart's not that fascinating. Oh, okay, we got a wind. Wow, and it is a freaking cold wind. So I just dropped the car off there, slammed with tire work today due to the snow, but told them to check the alignments. If it needs an alignment, give it. If it doesn't, don't. put the tires on. I asked about the vibration at highway speeds. He says he's pretty sure it's, that makes a lot of noise. He thinks it's tire balance, so I hope he's right. If not, I don't really care, but it would probably need suspension work. So I'm gonna run into Walmart and poke around for a little bit, maybe get some food, I'm hungry, and hang out, and make a few phone calls, and then we'll go back and get the car later this afternoon. It was pretty good timing, although this watch is wrong, but yep, talk to you later.
If you want to work, a country to work, you got to be able to succeed at home and at work. Yes. That's an important job for raising kids. So you got to be
watch for Howard when he pulls the beamer back and you right to the tire rack. And I think there are 14. And there's some lights back on the HVAC. I think when I counted that, 14. Can you just stop up and get those things started?
Alright, well that took a while. It's 3:15, but it's done. They were slammed with people coming in since the snow. People just show up and come in to have tires put on, but they're on. They put the old ones in the back for me. They even bagged them. I brought towels in case they didn't, but they bagged them for me. And they took my $50 gift card, or not a gift, it wasn't a gift card, it was a MasterCard, or I don't know, maybe it was a Visa, I don't know, from Tire Rack, so that's gone. Mileage is exactly 216, 200. They complimented the car. They're like, it isn't black or white. All BMWs are black or white. It's a 5-speed and it's all-wheel drive, and it's really clean for 216,200 miles. And with these new tires on, one, there's no more shakes and vibrations. So hallelujah, that was the tire balance that was wrong. Between 55 and 70, it would vibrate. Now it doesn't. So that's cool. And I haven't really done anything else with it. I've only driven it a mile, and I'm not gonna go out and waste gas, so. Oh, it turns well. Yeah, it doesn't oversteer as much, I don't think. Although we're on dry roads now, so. Yeah, next time it snows, we'll go out and see how they do. I'm excited. This should be a superb setup now with all-wheel drive, a 5-speed, and brand new snow tires. This should be great. So check this bad boy out. Craftsman 283-piece mechanics tool set, complete with a metal tool chest. This thing is heavy as hell. It's got English and metric. Really, I would have just bought a metric set, but they don't have those in large capacities like this. So we've got dozens of bags of sockets and screwdrivers and wrenches and ratchets and all this stuff that came in the big top chest. So now I've got to put it together. This is the case. It's metal. All the other ones that had the plastic cases just had bad reviews of how cheap and flimsy the plastic was. So hopefully this one's better, and it's locking too. So when the drawers open, you can open the drawers, and when the top chest is closed, you can't. I wish that they would still open though, because I don't know if I'm going to want to open that every time I want to pull the tool out, but looks like I'm gonna. So it comes with these plastic inserts that I can take out and move between drawers and figure out what fits best where. I'll probably keep the majority of the English ones on bottom since I will rarely use them. But this is going to be a phenomenal set. Now I just have to open up all those bags and figure out where they all go. So it took like an hour to put that together. It all made sense, it all fit. It was just figuring out where the 6 points go versus where the 12 points go and stuff like that. So I've kind of reorganized out here with the new setup. We ditched the top shelf so that can open up, and it's more compact this way. I actually like this better. And here's the kit. So we'll open up the top, which will unlock the rest of the drawers. And inside we'll find a full metric socket set, or wrench set, even with these little ones, so 4 through 11 and then 12 through 19. And then on this side I put the inch size from 5/32 all the way up to, it's the biggest, 13/16. We've got a ton of hex pieces here, a full bag there and another full bag there, so lots of Allen keys. Screwdriver set, screwdriver set. Some people said that there were things missing in this kit. I did have one problem. There are 2 3/8 drive ratchets. That's it. Everything else is complete. We just got an extra 3/8 drive ratchet, so no problems there. First drawer, tons of 6 points, all 3/8 drive. Same deal in 12 points. I don't even know what these are. There's a set there, there's a set here. We have a screwdriver, lots of bits, half drive ratchet, deep well, metric set, drawer 2, tons of deep wells, extension, all half drive, bigger sizes, and imperial and metric. A little bit smaller deep wells, spark plug sets. And then down here, a lot more deep wells, quarter drive, extensions, bit driver. That is like the perfect set. I'm really glad I went with this one over everything else. It has absolutely everything I need. So then down here, I moved the torque wrench, the more serious 1/2-inch drive impact sockets, general tools. It's just all kinds of stuff, hammers, knives, inspection lights, star bits, tape measure, wire cutters, wire strippers, electrical tape, all of that. More of that in there, brake compressors, additional socket set and Allen keys. There's my squared off things that the male bolts instead of females. Power cord, I've got 2 more jack stands coming, so I'll have 4 again, and a crowbar. So I don't think I'm going to be missing any tools for a long time. Also the 11-piece trim removal set, as well as a tire pressure gauge. I've got the 330 in here. I'm going to pressurize the tank, use it one more time before I sell it Sunday. Check all the tire pressure in the new tires, make sure everything's going well with that. We'll top off the oil in the car. I'd asked about that. So we're flush. This worked out well. So I got all the tires checked. All were about 38 pounds. One was 35. So I bumped that up to 38. Sounds pretty high to me. Whatever. It's a couple pounds over. That's good. Never had the spare out of this car before. So I took it out. It's a real wheel. It's been used. It's dirty. I'm going to clean it up before I put it back. Vacuumed a ton of crap out of the spare tire well. I'm glad to see there's no rust problems. That might be a little bit of surface rust there, but nothing that I'm ever going to have to worry about with this car. So I'm going to put this back together, let the tank drain out, then I'm going to go inside and work on an essay that's due Sunday. So I got the oil topped off, put in maybe 1.5 quarts, and I'm going around and breaking all the studs free with a breaker bar, and then I'm going to tighten them up with a torque wrench. I like to do that myself so I know exactly where they are, not PSI, but pound-feet wise of torque. Who knows, spring will roll around, I want to do a project, I'm pulling wheels off. It'll be like when I got it, they'll be so seized on there. Now I noted that they did torque them down with a wrench and not an air ratchet, so I appreciate that, but I don't know what they did, I just want to do it myself. And I noticed something interesting back here on this wheel. Can you tell what's different? There's a stud missing. I like the place where I have the work done, and I'll continue to go back there. I understand stuff happens, but that is a bit careless. And this stud here was not tightened down at all. So, good thing I'm a pack rat. I still have the old studs from the M5. I'm pretty damn sure they're the same part. If it doesn't thread right, I'll call tomorrow, see if they find it. If they don't, I'll just buy another one for this car, but I bet they're the same stud. So I'm gonna go find one in the basement, my parts inventory, and then tighten everything down to 89.5 foot-pounds. Hello, so the last 6 hours have been spent writing a huge paper for Life on Planet Earth. I started to think I've got a ton of stuff that is due Sunday. I had 20 math problems. I have an assignment, that essay that I did. I have responses, peer critiques for the persuasive speech, and I have an exam on Monday that's going to require quite a bit of studying. And all of that is not going to get done on Sunday. So I did about half of it today, maybe a little more than half. I did the math, and I did the huge essay for Life on Planet Earth. So that took a very big amount of time. Anyways, I watched one episode of Dexter. I'm pretty tired now. It's about 12 o'clock. So I'm going to wrap things up, head to bed. Tomorrow's Saturday. We're going to be in Silver Lake per usual, doing stuff with the grandparents. Normal day, and then Sunday I've got hopefully 2 Craigslist people coming for the TV in the basement, and then the other guy for the air compressor. So got a lot done today between classwork, work on the 3 Series, tools, you name it, it got done. So I'm gonna get some sleep, and we'll talk tomorrow on Saturday. Good night.